Hi guys, how is everybody today? So, okay, I'm not gonna do tarot today. It's all about the Ouija. So, somebody mentioned that I should do something on the Ouija, so I will do something on the Ouija. Okay, shit, what do you want to know? What do you want to know? How to start a session? How to get ready for a Ouija session, maybe? Okay, so when I get ready for a Ouija session, God, it's been so long. Crap, you guys. Okay, when I get ready for a Ouija session, I already usually have it in the back of my head, what I want to accomplish during that session. So I always keep in my intent I always focus on my grandma. I will sit down. I will take 3 deep breaths. Ooh, lightheaded. And then I'll let myself center. And then I will feel myself, my energy start to center right here in this area. This is where I feel myself start to center. So, alright, I focus on my grandma. Once, I always write down my, what I'm doing, why I'm doing the session. So I always have it in the back of my head, my intention. So, say I'm reading for somebody and I want to channel that person's grandma. I will wait for my grandma first to come through. I will see her in my mind's eye, and she'll tell me go ahead and go. So she'll give me the go ahead to go and proceed with the Ouija session. God, what else? I do put Pneumite, which is like 2 million years old, 2 billion years old. I don't know. It's very old. So I use that to connect with the other realms. I also use Shungite, which connects the spiritual and the material, or the spiritual and the physical world. So it kind of brings everything together. It manifests everything that much better. So I do always use my Shungite pyramid within, and I think you guys can see it maybe. Yeah, right there. That little guy is always with me. It just helps. It tremendously helps. What else? What else? You want to focus on the positive only, because what you focus on the most is what you're gonna get. So you are in control of the board. Nothing else. Nothing else is in control of the board. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. It's nothing else is in control of the board. You are. So whatever you're thinking about the most is what you're bringing to you. So if you're thinking of demons, Zozo, all those ridiculous things that you shouldn't be, then you're going to have a bad session. That's how it goes. That's the way it works. I'm sorry, but it does. Simply by having a board just hanging around on your walls, obviously I'm surrounded, I sleep with the boards. Nothing can happen. Nothing bad can happen, ever. All it is a piece of board. It's cardboard, wood, masonite, plastic, metal, glass. So you can't, by physically having that board in your home, you cannot bring in anything negative. The board does not bring in anything negative. You do. The person does, the operator. So, I see it as a telephone. Karen A. Dahlman, she refers to it as the cosmic telephone, which I freaking adore that. She is amazing. Her and Marla Martinson, I have told you guys over and over, watch their videos. The Women of Ouija. Amazing. Amazing. So, okay. I have my space set. I have my candle ready. I always put a little tea light, white tea light in my rock salt, Himalayan rock salt lamp. candle holder. I always have that with me. And I just, in my mind, in my prayer, I always ask that this session be for, just for the best possible results. Nothing negative is allowed. I think my grandma, since I have built up a relationship over so many years with her, of not only with the Ouija, but with just channeling her and talking to her on a normal daily basis, even without the board, without any tools but my own mind. That has given me more access, maybe, into other realms of the spiritual realms within the context of the board. So, accessing different realms via the Ouija. That's basically how I start my sessions. I don't get gibberish anymore. I know a lot of people get pissed off when they get gibberish. It takes time. It takes a lot of time when you are, sitting there. You've got to have patience with the board. It is a self-development tool. You can contact animals. You can contact your own subconscious mind. You can contact different parallel universes. You can contact your higher self. You can contact your subconscious mind. You can contact plants. For me, if, say, somebody speaks a different language, my grandma will be that intermediary. She will be the person to just to translate everything, and I don't know how it works on the other side. I mean, I have an understanding, but I don't fully grasp the concept of how it actually works. So I don't know how she can keep out, negative energies and the Zozo crap and all those different, Ouija board demons that are completely stupid. But that's how I do it. What else did you guys want to know? I think I've said everything I've ever wanted to say about the Ouija in all my past videos. I don't know. You can't get possessed by the board. If you believe in possession, I guess. I don't. I do not believe in possession whatsoever. So I do not, I can't go back and say, oh, well, I got sick because I used the Ouija 2 years ago. So no, I can't. I don't do that. A lot of people do. A lot of people will attribute negative things, happenings, to the board. Because somebody said something of somebody's great-grandmother's cat 50 years ago. So, that's how all this gets started. I have so many negative comments. Like, you can't Ouija by yourself. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I do. I have. I am. I've been doing it for 22, 23 years with amazing results. I have never been possessed. So, that just boggles my mind when people say, well, you're possessed. You just don't know it. Okay. Sure. I'll humor you. I will definitely humor that. There's so much to say about Ouija. This is a massive cup. A massive cup. It's the Ouija Club. I love my cup. Thank you, Karen. You're a darling. So, yeah, just get your, set your atmosphere for your session. If you're new, don't get on the board and ask, are you here? Did you die here? when did you die? How did you die? Don't give them like 50 questions at a time, yes or no questions. I don't like yes or no questions. You don't get the paragraphs, and you don't get the information that you would by asking, well, instead of asking, did you die here? You could say it in a more polite way. Just word it differently. Did you happen to pass away here? Do you have a message that you would like to relay? Am I bothering you? I don't want to bother you. Just be polite, because you are talking to different beings that are very real. It's not just in your subconscious mind or in, it's very real. Very real. And you can seriously psychologically damage yourself if you're not careful. So you have to be careful. With everything, you have got to be careful. So, I don't know what you guys are wanting. I've never had a bad experience with the Ouija, ever. I've always had the most amazing experiences. I Ouija only during the day, because when I Ouija, it's more of, I don't speak with the dead anymore. It's my grandma has ascended, and that's really freaking hard to explain. So I'm not delving in just the land of the dead, the death current. I'm not just specifically in that area. When I Ouija, I feel my vibration raise. My body tingles. I feel light. I feel happy. I feel naturally high. And then after the session is over, I feel completely energized. So I don't Ouija at night. I would be up all night. What else? Yeah, but yeah, just for the beginners, this is the most important and crucial thing that you can ever understand. Please, anybody that is starting out using the Ouija board, always choose at least one spirit, one ancestor, somebody that you knew in life. If you do not know those people in life, ask for your angel or your guide, your spirit guide, and make sure you are building a relationship with that guide. You have got to build a relationship. So for me, building a relationship with my grandma was very easy. Before she had passed, we had talked about how we would communicate. She would send me blue jay feathers. I have 8. She had been gone 8 years. I have 8 blue jay feathers. Validation right there. I don't even need a freaking Ouija to tell me that. Some of the things that she'll tell me, luckily I can go to my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Pink. I love you. With all my heart. So yes, it's really a good idea to have that validation. So if my grandma comes through and says something, she'll randomly say nicknames or certain things that had happened when my mom was little, and then I can go to my mom and say, hey, this is what she has said, and she can validate everything. So everything that my grandma has ever relayed to me has always been validated by either my mom or other sources, everybody else that I read for. So that's the concept of, you have to have a partner. You want that validation because you're going to self-doubt yourself. You're going to get communications from spirit, and you're going to think, okay, it's just my subconscious mind. It's just my subconscious mind. Don't self-doubt yourself. Never. Because that is going to just ruin it. So don't self-doubt yourself. Always listen. But it's still crucial that you guys build a relationship first. If you want to Ouija the way I do, if you want to Ouija the way Karen does, if you want to Ouija the way Marla does, most of us in the Ouija community do not use the board to just contact the dead or just for fun. We use it for spiritual fulfillment, spiritual enlightenment, wisdom, knowledge. It brings us love. I mean, physically it has brought so many people together. This entire channel is based on the Ouija board. And there's so much love in this channel from everybody. So, how could something that is supposed to be so evil bring so much love and so much good over, a year? I've been on YouTube for about a year now. Not even a year. And boom. It's brought so much love. I have made so many amazing friends, all of you. Somebody told me the amount of people I had that clicked subscribe on my channel. It was a lot. Thank you guys. That's the Ouija. That's the Ouija work. That is my intention with the Ouija, is to bring together all of us, because we're all of different faiths. Some of us are gay, some of us are straight, some of us are transsexual, bisexual, black, white, purple, green, pink, blue. Some of us have white hair, some of us have purple hair, some of us have no hair. Some of us have piercings. Some of us like to wear really tight leather pants and rock white hair or black contacts. So yeah, it's the Ouija. The Ouija, everybody, has brought all of these, 6,000 people together from all different faiths, all different backgrounds, all different religions, creeds, just throughout the entire world. Throughout the entire fucking world. That is what the Ouija has done for this channel. I think that is amazing. Seriously. And if, I'm not even going to go into the God topic, because I don't want to piss myself off today. So I just think it's amazing. It's amazing. It brings people together. It really does bring people together. It opens up so much good. So much good. There's just a flip side of the board. A total complete flip side that nobody knows about. Why? Why aren't people exploring the board? Why aren't more people using the board by themselves? First, develop that relationship with that person. One person or a guide. You have got to do that if you're doing it by yourself. You have got to do that. Make it a freaking conscious effort to always communicate with that guide. One in particular. Don't pick 20 to 50, different beings to talk to. Because once you put your hands on that board, once you raise your vibration, once your mind is set, you yourself, you give off a light. And like Karen would say, moths drawn to a flame. So there are always going to be other spirits, They see this light and they say, hey, I want to talk too. It's only natural. It's only natural. Just like, everybody talking at once in an Italian household. I can compare it to that. It's my household. Everybody talks at once. It's all of us talking at once. Over each other. We interrupt, but in between, cut each other off. It's because we talk a lot and we're loud. So, that's your typical Italian household. That's how I see the Ouija. When I get on the board, I can feel the energies wanting to come in and talk. But I can also see my grandma in my mind's eye, kind of saying, excuse you, this is, a session for just this specific person, so you're gonna have to wait your turn. Sometimes they sneak through and say hi. If they do, that's okay. Just say hi. How are you? Thank you for coming through. Goodbye. It's that easy. You can't get obsessed either. It's not possible. It is not possible. It's not. I honestly don't know why people think possession is real. I don't. I think we as divine beings in ourselves have enough power to repel that. So I don't think it's possible at all. Whatsoever. So I just totally dismiss possession. Still want to interview a Catholic priest though on possession. I'd love to sit down and pick their brain. That'd be fun. But yeah, I don't care how long you've been using it. People will say, so for instance for me, people will say, well, you've been using it for so long. And then they'll bring in the possession thing. Well, you just have to wait because they're just playing with you. Really? Really? For this long? This many years? No. Nope. It's not possible. Not possible. I don't have shit flying off my walls. Except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Ouija boards that I have on my wall that I sleep by. So, and I sleep great. I think I would sleep less good if I didn't have my boards so close to my bed. I find comfort in it. So it's all in your intentions. You have got to build that relationship up with your guide or with an ancestor. That's the key. You have got to get that. Write your sessions down. The only reason I started, I started the channel, but the only reason I didn't have anywhere to record my messages. I mean, I can sit here and I can have one hand on the board, on the planchette, and I can just let my hand just get dragged around. And with my other hand I can write. That got too much when it became paragraphs upon paragraphs upon paragraphs. And that does not happen overnight. Simple words will happen overnight. Paragraphs, no. Sorry, it's not going to happen overnight. You have got to build that relationship with that one spirit first. And if you don't trust people, like now, I would not Ouija with anybody. There's only a very few people that I would Ouija with, because I personally don't trust people to take it seriously, whereas I take it very, very seriously. As serious as ever. I mean, it's been my way of life, my entire life. Spirit communications. And the really cool thing is, after so long from using it, and meditation, I mean, first, you need to really have a good background, a spiritual background of some kind, at least a practice of meditation, or something to relax yourself and calm, so you can raise your vibration to talk to things other than the dead. So you can start to talk to angels and sentient beings, ethereal beings, just all these different beings that are out there in our world, in our universe, multiverse, in different parallel dimensions. They're everywhere. So, but you have first got to always. So that is my answer from now on. How do I start the Ouija board? If you ask me that, you develop a relationship with one spirit in particular. Family member, make sure you have somebody that can validate the information that family member relays through the board to you, or an angel or a spirit guide. Keep record so you can, if they give you information about something, Google, Google's your best friend. Google it. Make sure your information you are getting is accurate. Because it's not always accurate. They're still spirits. They still make mistakes. They always will. I don't want to say they're not human, but they're still spirits. I mean, they still have human qualities. They still have personalities. They still have trouble spelling, believe it or not. So my grandma will spell the way she did in life through the board. She will use lingo. I don't know how it happens. And then a lot of people say, well, it's just you, it's just that person doing it, using that lingo. No. The spirits actually learn and evolve. So, Spiritism 101, Allan Kardec. Look him up. Look him up. Very good. The Ouija can become addictive. But what isn't addictive? Make sure you have a good balance. A good balance of, I haven't used the board in quite a while. So, it just comes. After so long, it's like, okay, I don't need to get on the board to channel that person. All I have to do is focus on that person, see them in my mind's eye, and it comes. The information, it's like a burst, like a download of information, and it comes so quickly. So if I'm talking to you at nighttime, and I just start to type out a very long message, it's usually channeled. It's usually a burst of information that has been downloaded into my brain. Karen, thank you for doing that analogy for us. So we can, a burst, a download. I like that. Karen is one amazing woman. She is the Ouija queen. Yeah, a lot of Ouija collectors don't use a Ouija. They just collect. So you've got to, you just got to have a first and foremost, start a relationship, build it. I don't care how long it takes. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. All good things come in time. Patience. I mean, you've got to have patience with that thing. If you don't, sorry. Patience. Learn patience. So, setting your atmosphere, basically what that is, anything that makes you feel good. So say I'm contacting my grandma. Say I'm scared though, for some odd reason. So what I would do, I would wear my pentagram. I would put stones around the board. Protective stones, amethyst, quartz crystal, anything that's going to make me feel good. Make me think. That's your anchor, to anchor you to the physical, from the spiritual to the mundane physical world. So you can use and call them talismans or charms or amulets, whatever you want to call them. Just make sure, if you're Christian, I don't know what to tell you guys anymore. If you're Christian and you're scared of using the board, don't use it. If you're scared at all, don't use it. If you're sick, don't use the board. If you're on any kind of medications, depending on how long you've been on them, don't use the board yet. If you're starting out a new antidepressant or something, don't use the board until you are fully, medicine head's gone, you feel good, you've been to your doctor, everything's working well, you're healthy. So yeah, don't Ouija. Don't Ouija when you're drunk. Don't Ouija on drugs. I am completely against drugs. Don't use drugs, period. You can get that natural high from spirit communications. You do not need drugs to feel good. So, what else? Be respectful. Always be respectful. Always be respectful towards the dead. Very good thing to keep in mind and practice. If you're scared of the board, get a different board. Get an angel board. Ian Stokes has an amazing collection. But I personally think the imagery of the traditional board just gives people that creep factor. So, it is. And Hollywood is not doing a very good job of, and I'm not doing a very good job of posting, Ouija, the origins of evil. That's just a movie, though. That is only a movie. So people need to stop. There's movies, and then there's reality. Movies are not based in reality. Not the Ouija ones, anyway. Sure, people may have had weird experiences that gave the producer inspiration for the movie. So, don't let that ruin your experience. Don't go watch The Exorcist and think you're going to get possessed by Pazuzu or Captain Howdy or the devil. It's just not going to happen. It's silly. It's stupid. It's very silly. And then have fun with it. It can be fun, but it's still not a toy. It is not a toy. If you sit down for a Ouija session at 3 o'clock in the morning, your intentions are to contact demons. There you go. Your wish is your own command. There you go. Nothing's going to stop it, except for you. So you are in control of the board. You have got to own your throne, as Karen would say. You have got to. And if something negative does come through for some odd reason, which I do get at times, still, just say goodbye. Away. Go away. Sorry, thank you for coming through, but you are not welcome if you are negative. It's easy. Very easy. To get rid of Zozo, all you have to do is dismiss him. Turn your back on him. Take note from Freddy, the very first Freddy Krueger. Nancy turned her back on Freddy, took away all his power. That is what Zozo is. So, no. Zozo's not going to follow you. He's not going to haunt you. He's not going to rape you. That is all made up. He is a money maker. That is what Zozo is. Sadly, but true. But he is also an archetypal energy of the embodiment of evil. So it's just another name for evil. Like the devil, or Satan, or Lucifer, which Lucifer doesn't even mean evil, it means light bringer. So, that's how you deal with the negative. Just find the positive. Find that positive. And once you do, it's even more better. You have the best sessions. And then eventually, patience. And, keep a record of your sessions and who you talk to. Make sure you can validate most of it. At least 95% of it. I would make sure to validate all of that. Just, use your head, use common sense. Don't go to, you don't have to go to the graveyard to play a Ouija, to use the Ouija, sorry, my bad. Because the spirits do not see. They don't have time-space continuum like we do. They don't. They understand that we do, but on the other side, they don't have that. There is no such thing as time or space. So, everything is connected. So what does that mean? We can sit anywhere we want. I can go right now, sit on my floor, have a Ouija session, contact the spirits of the ones in the cemetery all the way down my street. I could contact somebody from a different country. So the Ouija is a universal telephone. So always make sure your intentions are good. Just like, just always make sure they're good intentions. Prayer, use prayer before. That puts you in a meditative state. Meditate. Crystals, amethyst, rose quartz crystal, anything to make you feel good about your session. because it's your session and yours only. You are in control of what you contact. So everybody that has ever said, well, I used the Ouija and I contacted Zozo, it was your own fault. I'm sorry, but it is. I'm going to be completely honest. People that have all these different things that are happening to them, scary things, it's your fault. It's all your fault. You have got to take responsibility for your own actions. Don't blame it on an imaginary force like the devil or Satan, because it's not. It's you. It's our minds that play tricks on us. Or it can be a negative spirit. Not all spirits are nice. Just like not everybody's nice. Not everybody in this world is nice. Not everybody in the spiritual world is nice either. So, make sure you build your foundation with a spirit first. Relative, ancestor, angel, spirit guide. Build that relationship first. Always. Always. Don't just hop on and, are you dead? Are you there? Don't. Try to stay away from yes and no questions. Use that for validation. Do you mean this, so and so? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, there's the validation for that. It's to clear up things, questions. So yeah, if you do feel good, if you do feel like you need a partner to Ouija, get one. Make sure you can trust them. Make sure you can trust those people that you are using the board with. And if you don't, do it yourself. Do it yourself because it's not going to hurt you. I really think you have to have a firm belief in your head that if you've got to have a lot of energy backing any kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. So, I mean, if you think you're going to die after a Ouija session, you've really got to convince yourself that you really are, because you're not. It's not going to happen. It just does not work that way. That's self-fulfilling prophecies. Sometimes they can be good. Sometimes they can be very bad. So, I think I've covered quite a bit. That's just little Ouija updates. Tips, tricks. There's really no tricks, but tips. What else? Animals. You can talk to animals. Very different energy. Every spirit has a different signature, meaning when you put your hands on the planchette, you're waiting for that spirit to come through. Like my grandma, I can definitely tell her when she's there. She manipulates my hands. My hands will take the form and look like her. They will look like the hands of a 70-year-old woman. So I let her manipulate my hands. I've dedicated my hands to spirit communications. So, that being said, I hope you guys liked the video, and I love you all very much, and be safe. So, I will see you all tomorrow, and I love you all very much, and thank you for watching. And I hope this answered some questions and cleared up some other stuff too. So, alright guys, I love you all.